Hey everyone, welcome back to Baum Grillin'z. On today's episode, we're going to be doing a twice smoked ham. And then we're going to glaze it with a Chipotle pineapple glaze. It's going to be really, really good. All right, let's just get right into it. All right, so we're just going to be using our pellet smoker today. We're going to make it real easy, but you can definitely do this on your charcoal grill if you got that, if you got a Weber. You can do it on that, or you can even do it in your oven. So for your grill, you're gonna wanna cook this at 275 degrees for about an hour and a half or so. So make sure you get everything going, get it up to that nice temperature of 275, get some smoke rolling, and then we'll be good to go. All right, so I'm using maple pellets. These should be pretty good for that ham. But if you want to, you can definitely use some fruit wood like cherry or apple. Those will really complement the ham really well. So for the ham, we're using a spiral cut ham. This thing's pre-cooked, pre-smoked. It's ready to go right now. We just gotta heat it up. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some more flavors to this. So we're gonna put it in the smoke for about an hour and a half or so, and then we're gonna hit it with that glaze, and it's gonna be really, really good. Now I'm using about a six pound ham here. That's good for 10 to 12 people if you're generous. If you don't wanna come back for more, I don't know, I could probably eat the whole thing. Anyways, let's get it on the smoke. All right, let's throw her on. Just gonna slide it on real nice and easy. All right, we'll close her up, let her sit for a bit. Then we'll get to going on that glaze. All right, let's get started on our glaze. I'll just kind of show you guys the ingredients. We're gonna be using some Chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. I think that's how you say it. We've got some pineapple juice. We've got tomato bouillon with chicken flavor. We're gonna have some brown sugar, some maple syrup. So then we're gonna put it all in the pan, bring it to a boil, reduce it down a little bit so that it gets nice and thick and kind of sticky for that glaze. And then we'll get it on the ham. Okay, so we're gonna start with those Chipotle peppers. We're just gonna open them up, get one of those peppers out of there. Depending on how much you wanna use, it's really up to you. I think I'm just gonna use one. That's all I'm gonna use. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just slice it up. Now, depending on how hot you want it, you can de-seed it or leave all the seeds in there. It's up to you. I'm gonna de-seed mine. Then we're just gonna chop it up. Now, if you have a food processor, just throw it in there with your pineapple juice, and that'll make it nice and easy. Go ahead and throw that in our pan. Pour in our pineapple juice. I've got about 10 ounces of pineapple juice. Turn it on to high so we can get a boil going. We'll do a half cup of brown sugar. Then we'll go a half cup of maple syrup. And then we're going to use 1 teaspoon of the tomato bouillon with chicken. Do 1 teaspoon of that. Okay, we'll let that come to a boil. Then we'll reduce the heat down and let it simmer for a bit and kind of reduce down and get thicker. And then we'll have our glaze. Now you want to make sure you keep stirring this. You don't want anything to get burnt down below. A lot of sugars and stuff in here. So make sure you watch it. Okay, so we've got a boil, so we're going to turn it down to low. We're gonna let that sit there and thicken up. So now that our glaze is all made up and ready to go, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a bed for our ham. And we're gonna make that bed out of pineapple and cranberries. And then we're gonna put all of that inside this here skillet. We'll set our ham on top of there and give them a nice glaze. This is gonna be really, really good. Oh yeah! All right, we'll just go ahead and chop into that. Chop the top off first. I'll plant this later so I can have more pineapples. Chop off the bottom. Then we're just gonna slice it down the side and take the skin off. All right, now we'll just cut down the middle. And then we'll cut out the core there. All right, now I'm just gonna chop it up into some small little pieces. That's it. All right, now we'll just get that in our pan. Now we're just gonna dump in some cranberries. Kind of sprinkle those around. I'm not gonna use too many. Just make this look nice. All right, so we've got our little bed for our ham. That looks pretty nice, huh? I'd like to lay in that bed. Okay, so that ham has been cooking for about 2 hours now, smoking, getting all nice and warm. It is ready for the bed, and it's glazed. So let's grab that ham. Oh, yeah. Woo! That is a chunker right there. So I'm gonna just set it down and turn it sideways. Woo. Lost some of it there. Okay, wow, that looks good. Oh. Let her kind of get into that bed a little bit deep. Sit nice and low. Look at that. Look at that. Ham. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to bump up the heat on the smoker and we'll start that glaze process. And this thing is going to be fantastic. Oh, man. Uh-huh. Whoa, yeah. It already tastes good. All right, let's get that glaze going. All right, we'll go ahead and get that glaze going on that. Oh, yeah. All over it. Want it to soak in. All right, we'll let that sit in there. We'll close it up. Let that glaze thicken up and kind of just get nice and sticky on that ham. Just soak in them juices. Oh yeah. All right, that ham is ready to go. Now we've had it on there for about 30 minutes or so, letting that glaze kind of thicken up. And the internal temp of the ham is around 140, which we just want it nice and warm. Let's pull it off. Oh yes, look at that. That's what I'm talking about right there. That thing looks amazing. Okay, that ham is ready. It smells good, looks good. I mean, this is definitely something that's awesome right here. Tell you what. All right, well, let's give it a shot real quick. I'm just gonna tear off a piece. Oh. Here we go, down the hatch. Oh yeah. That's really good. You've got the little bit of flavor of the smoke. You've got the sweetness and a little bit of kick too. That's really good. Wow. Definitely give this a try. It is awesome. Really easy to make. Not a whole lot to it, you guys. Much better than what you would buy from the store and just put in your oven. Get it on the smoke, get this really nice glaze going, and just have more of an experience with your ham. That's awesome. Really is. Oh. All right, enough of that. If you haven't had enough of me, go check out some more of my videos. If you have, well, I'll see you in the next one. Baum, Grillin'z, out. Gonna plant this over here. I think this will be a good spot for it. right there. What do you think? Think by next spring I should have some pineapples?